No, Frank, you can't give me oral. Oh, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning wood. I'm so glad you could jump up on my wood. It's going to be a long, throbbing, pulsating, pre. Oh, I almost said pre-com. Oh, shit, I did say pre-com. Anyways, welcome to the show. There's Medusa. We're just getting started. 5 minutes late. Sorry about that, guys. That's my fault, even though Medusa's later than me.
Sorry.
We got a panda and we've got what's your name? We've got
Harley
people in
Quinn.
costume
What the
today.
character I'm supposed to be is Harley Quinn.
Yeah. We've got
Fuck, I'll put on my scarecrow mask.
and we've got Frank who looks like the anus of a Sasquatch.
Oh, lovely.
Very sexy. Okay. Get that shit.
But anyways, as I always do, announce tomorrow's guest. I don't know. Oh yes, Hellbent's going to be here. Hellbent D from ad friendly as fuck, and I don't know who else is going to be here. We'll have somebody. Thursday we've got Captain Kirsch. Hope Luna and Marshall shows up. We'll find out who. I don't know who all the guests is going to be yet, but there you go. As always, you can ask questions at the end of the show. If we don't find them 100% autistic, we'll answer them. And you can tip to the show, which you definitely need. Stream go of $30. And that's it. End the show. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.
Later.
Sorry getting late, but man. Okay, here's the deal. I don't have a lot of excuses. Well, my internet was running slow this morning, but then I got to watching this show on Netflix, and I lost track of time.
That's where you messed up. You turned on Netflix. You're like, oh shit.
Have you guys watched Paradise PD? Yeah.
Watch what?
Paradise PD. It's on Netflix. It's kind of like a.
Yeah.
It's an animation. It's like kind of like it's like a very dirty version of Family Guy in a way.
Dude, that show is great.
It is good. I enjoy it. Yeah, they've got Hobo Cop on there, which is very funny.
Hobo Cop.
Hobo Cop, and and they've got this old dude as a cop, and they got this big old fat dude, and this horny
Hobo
chick.
Cop. Is he a cop that looks like a hobo, or is he a cop specifically for hobos?
No, he's a hobo that they made a cop.
Oh,
Okay.
It's very. He walks around.
Well, at least now he has a job. Good for that guy.
He's got a Kleenex box as a shoe, which is very funny. It's hilarious. They told him to turn on the siren, so he stuck his finger up a cat's ass. And it's funny. It's I like it because it's like an anime. It's like what Family Guy and a lot of cartoons want to be, because they want to be edgy, but they can't because they're on like primetime television. But this is on Netflix, so they can pretty much do whatever the fuck they want. And
I feel like that's how my future TV show is going to be. I'm gonna make an animated series one day, and it's going to be pretty fucked up.
Hell yeah!
I'm looking for people to get in on it.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. I think we should just do a porn.
Right, true.
Just porn.
I mean, yeah.
Why not?
I love porn. I love porn. I just don't like listening to them. I'm really weird. I watch porn on mute.
I
don't like the fake sounds.
For me, it depends, because like if they're really actually like kind of good at talking to each other, like they've got good chemistry, then I'll listen to it and I'll enjoy it. But if they don't, if they're just fucking shitty, I'll definitely mute that shit.
I think porn chicks are the fake noises they make. It does the opposite of what they're trying to do for me.
Kind of porn.
It turns me off. You know, like
You're watching like budget porn, man.
I want to hear like
doesn't
real
like
porn.
feel
Oh,
like he's
get
being
off
lied
me.
to.
I want it to be like real sex. Like, oh, you're on my hair. Don't stick it there. That's
Wrong hole.
That's the wrong hole.
Yeah. It's like all these people wanting virgins. Have you ever had sex with a virgin? It's the worst ever. Who the
I've
fuck
had
wants
sex
to
with,
fuck
like,
a virgin?
4 male virgins.
Well, see, I don't
and
know
a
about male
couple-
virgins.
I know, but a couple female virgins too. Like there was this one chick that was like, "Oh, you can stick this toy in my ass because I want to save my virginity for this guy who turned out to only be like 3 inches long." And then she complained to me about it. But yeah, so I did that. It was kind of nasty. And then all the other chicks were just like, this one chick tried to use like a toothbrush, like as a vibrator. I was like, you're not. No, this is not
how
how
you do that, honey. I'm sorry.
That is unhygienic, darling.
Yeah, right. Like,
I remember there was this girl in high school that she would suck everybody's dick, but she wouldn't give up her nick, because she was saving herself. And I'm like, so why? And I asked her because she was like a Christian girl, and she's like, well, defiling my body. I said, but it's okay to defile your mouth.
yeah.
Isn't that technically sodomy in some definitions of the word?
No, it actually is. A lot of people think sodomy, they think butt sex only, but sodomy is oral and anal, both.
Oh.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know that. But it actually is.
Look, you learned something today.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Exactly. The more you know, the more you blow.
True.
And why do they call it? I don't understand like that either. The blowjob thing, I never got it. Because if a chick got down there and started blowing on my dick, I'm gonna look at her like she's retarded.
Like, honey, you're doing it way wrong. Yeah.
Feels like a misnomer.
I don't mean to change the conversation, but did you notice anything about my not shittiness over here?
Yeah, you got
ukulele.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was lucky enough to get a camera thanks to my fiance that also has a built-in microphone.
So I also just want to point out the pug. The pug is awesome.
Wait, what's awesome? Oh, yes.
See, I had an actual pug for 14 years. I got him when I was 20 years old. He died when I was 34, and he was like it was like my son. And
I need one.
Yeah, the day he died, I ain't gonna lie, I cried so hard, I couldn't breathe.
I would probably shit my pants.
It was bad, and it was I don't mean to like make the mood, somber or anything, but the crazy thing is, animals are the coolest. Pets are cool, and they really do love you, and I didn't really think much about this, but I do now, and I did then because my dog was so old, he died of old age. He was so sick, and I didn't want to take him to the vet and put him down. I really didn't because he was my baby, but so finally though I decided to do it. But my mom and him told me, my mom said, John, he's holding on because of you. And I'm like, I don't normally believe in stuff like that. But so I went in there, got in the floor with my dog, looked him in his eyes. I said, it's okay, Smokey, you can let go. 5 minutes later, that dog died.
Holy shit.
5 minutes later.
That's so sad.
Yeah, but he was a cool dog. But now I got my dog Diesel, so he's cool too.
Oh, cool. I know a dog named Diesel at the doggy daycare I work at.
I didn't actually name my dog. I actually rescued him from some meth heads. Hold up a second. Yeah, thank you, mother. Love you. That's my mom.
Hit him with the broom.
My mom went to the store for me and picked me up a pack of cigarettes. Yeah.
Oh, that's love right there.
Yeah, but anyways, I rescued my dog because he was owned by some meth heads, and he was a fucking very expensive pit bull, but he was running up and down the highways. Cars could have hit him. He was fighting other dogs and shit. And so I went to this meth head and was like, look, I'll buy your dog. No, I don't want to sell my dog. A couple hours later, I guess he ran out of meth. He came to my door. You still want to buy him?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
Jesus Christ.
Need my drugs. Okay.
yeah, so I bought but I got him for $100, and he's a good dog. So
Yeah. That's how much I got my snake for.
That's how much I charge for my penis.
Damn it. I don't have that
That's not
much.
a bad rate.
He gives me a discount.
Yeah, I do give Frank a discount because Frank's got that beard, and it's cold winter outside now, so it warms your balls.
Ball warmer.
He's a ball warmer.
I just make a cup out of it.
He has a testicular blanket.
Ball warmer.
It's a little sweater.
Yeah. By the way, hello to the chat room.
Hello.
You guys, hello. I guess, hello. But yeah, I was just running really late this morning. I do apologize, but we didn't get it 5 minutes late. That's okay. It's not that bad.
I'm used to doing that.
And I just noticed that you shook your tits when you said hello. I was sitting on the side. That makes me happy.
Oh,
You know, guys are stupid. We're so easy to please.
Yep.
I know. I mean, I love this outfit. Like,
Yeah, I do
electric
too.
and a crop top. Like, where can you go wrong?
We're so easy to please, though. You women are more complicated. You know, you need conversation and things.
No.
And
I
most of you do.
Do you know how long I've been? I just want some dick, okay? I don't give a shit. Some girls are like that. I am not.
Oh, good God. Did you see those things?
And also, like, you gotta take into account, like, bisexual women. Like, when it comes to chicks, I turn into a dude. Like,
Yeah. Now I forgot what we were talking about. When she stood up, everything went to my head and my
I think your camera
rush.
angle just kind of raised up a little bit, Pimp. So.
Yeah. I think I need to go to the doctor.
I need to see
Ukulele, can you stop? Sorry.
I'm fat. And I got bad heart problems here.
But yeah.
It won't go down. Did you take Viagra? No.
Yeah.
Some chicks need to be talked into it. Other chicks, like me, get straight to the point.
Yeah.
Like it does not it doesn't take much training.
I'm more of a gentle man myself. I actually do like. I know a lot of guys don't want to admit that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like cuddling. Cuddling, shit like that's fun. But now it's just like after I get my nut, I don't want to talk for 7 hours.
Right? Yeah, no. I
want a
I've had
sandwich
sex
and go to
multiple
sleep.
times and just left like within 10-15 minutes.
You know, I just want to sleep afterwards, like a nice.
Me too. I literally just want to fall asleep.
And I guess because maybe just I'm a natural fat guy, but I get so hungry after sex every time. I
was gonna say the same thing.
That's why you have an emergency.
I'm a fat guy on the inside. I'm a trans fat man.
Hey, there you go. Trans
That's
fat
why you
man.
keep a hoagie right up under
Respect
the
your
belly,
identity,
you know,
guys.
so.
Yes.
At all times.
Keep a bag of flaming hot Cheetos by the bed at all times.
Oh yeah.
Get your nut and then just start eating.
Fuck. I want some.
Don't flaming hot
I got almonds
Cheetos.
over here.
Yes.
But don't do it the other way around and go down on your leg. Don't eat the flaming hot Cheetos, then you have sex. That's not
Yeah, there's got to be a definite order of operations.
Yeah, definitely. I tell you, there's this one time that me and my ex-girlfriend, we had sex and we partied all night, right? And we went to the we had sex, and then I went to the kitchen to get. I was gonna get like a soda or something after, and I looked, and there was some watermelon in the refrigerator, and things didn't make you go So I cut out the heart of the watermelon, and went into the bedroom, and that was the stickiest sex I ever had in my life.
Oh my god! Wait, what?
And let me tell you something. And this girl was an ex-Pentecostal girl, so she had the Pentecostal hair. And she had long hair. And you talking about matted up, sticky hair. It was a very good experience.
Takes about 2 hours just to wash out.
I'm very confused as to how the watermelon was incorporated.
Use your imagination.
Simple. You take then you of course we don't use the rind, the watermelon rind. No, just you take it,
Just
you
beat
juice
her over
up,
the head with it.
you run the juices all up and down the body. And
What?
Yes.
What?
Grapefruit with it?
I would be very angry if someone did to me because I hate being sticky.
Well, see, now
Seems
that
great
you
for
don't
me,
like being
thing.
sticky, that's different.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, I like sticky though. Sticky's good. The sticky pink.
I like
That's what
sticky if it's like in my mouth.
Yeah. That's what I've always called the vagina the sticky pink, right? And I've always
Sticky
said
what?
the sticky pink because it's it's sticky and it's
Oh
pink
my
and it's
God.
sticky pink. And but for some reason, people on here used to think I said stinky pink, and somebody and I'm like, get you some of that stinky pink, and I'm like, first of all, if it stinks, we don't do it.
No.
Holy
That's
shit.
like when people say it's smell like tuna. If that shit smells like tuna, she needs to go to the doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
like immediately.
Yeah. What about she's on her period? It still shouldn't smell like tuna.
No.
No, it shouldn't smell like fucking fish.
I'm very glad I don't get periods.
Yeah, I don't want a girl to pull out her panties and all of a sudden I think of a chicken of the sea sandwich. I don't know.
I'm getting a craving for Subway tuna milk. What the fuck?
Dude, I've been with a girl who smelled like olives. It was disgusting.
Wait a minute, you don't get periods? You're awful young not to get periods.
No, well, I have like an IUD, so it like stops that shit.
Oh, okay.
No, I have that same tiger rainbow pillow or zebra rainbow pillow behind you.
Fucking Walmart, right?
Hell yeah. I got it for a Christmas present. I was like, yes, I need one. Oh.
Yeah, that shit came from Walmart.
Someone says if it smells like fish, it's a dish. If it smells like cologne, leave it alone. What the fuck?
I guess if it smells like cologne, she's trying to mask something.
Cologne?
Maybe.
Cologne.
Maybe she's like,
Or maybe
it's
I
not
was down there
big
eating
then.
that pussy.
I don't know.
I mean, I put coconut oil on mine. That's a nice smell, but cologne? I don't know. I don't know who just sprays perfume up in their twat.
Well, they used to make like vagina sprays and stuff like that until people started figuring out that
like like the breath spray.
people started figuring out you get like raging UTIs fucking using that shit. So like,
yeah, fuck that shit. I've
yeah,
never
no, I'm
wanted
good.
anything like that.
I knew a gay dude used to douche his asshole.
That's hot. Why don't you just
That
do
just-
an enema?
Yeah, about to say like that just sounds like a more complicated enema.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't
you have
know. I
Or
know
poor man's enema.
he told me he used to douche his asshole all the time. He's like, you got to keep his
I mean,
man
I
pussy
would
clean.
too if someone was putting their dick in my ass, but I don't think I would use a douche. Like, that's not. I don't think that's meant for your asshole.
Well, it wasn't it wasn't made for the asshole.
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to read the directions closer.
But I mean, if a homie wants to clean his butthole with a douche, I don't have no problem. I ain't judging.
As long as he ain't breaking nothing up there doing that shit, sure.
As long as he breaking nothing.
Excuse me. Oh, by the way, I'll shake my titties every time someone donates if you want.
There you go.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Tip for tits.
Yeah.
So, there if you're a professional wrestling fan, last night the wrestler Roman Reigns announced that he has leukemia, and he's having to step away from pro wrestling to take care of his problems. And I'm not a fan of Roman Reigns, but that's sad shit right there, man.
Yeah, I
I've
was,
heard about that.
I know he was used way too much, but I was actually a slight fan of him. But it was just, who did I freeze?
I
Okay.
He's
I
not
just
a bad wrestler. Anybody who's a wrestling fan can tell you, like, Roman Reigns isn't a bad wrestler.
They just
They
used
just
way too
fucked
much.
him.
no. I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly. He's not a good wrestler
They
at
tried to
all.
book him like John Cena, where he had like 5 moves that he did, and he was just the company guy, and he was just too green for it. He was too early.
And he wasn't good on the mic.
No, God, he was hot dog shit on the mic.
He's not. Yeah,
Especially
he's
when
not
he's
a good talker. See, there's the difference between.
Oh God.
Look, Cena sucked as a worker, really, but on the mic, Cena's good. He's a good talker, and anybody who follows the business knows that the talkers are usually the bigger stars. I mean, Steve Austin wasn't the greatest ring worker ever, but he was awesome on the fucking mic.
He wrestled most of his career with a fucked up neck. Like there was only so much he could do.
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't realize that actually Austin, when he first started out, he was a very good ring worker. Very, like had a lot of good stuff. But he hurt his neck and he couldn't do anything. So
what was it? Owen Hart? Yeah, they went to do the pile driver and fucking he held him too low and fucking snapped his neck.
But got to talking last night with some people about the Roman Reigns thing, and they were, like, well, which was worse? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a wrestler back in the day called Magnum TA. He was actually booked to be like the next big star back in the day. He was going to be like the rival to Ric Flair and all that shit. And he had a great look, great on the mic. Then he had a car accident and ruined his fucking life, basically. And I was trying to tell those people, let's not compare tragedies. It's bad either way. And but the Roman Reigns thing is sad. It's sad. Whether you're a wrestling fan
I guess
or
it's
not.
something he's been dealing with his whole life, or at least over a good portion of his life, where it's come and gone.
I'm shocked that he kept it such a secret, though, because I never heard of it until last night. That's unusual in today's world. Everything is known. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was out there, but nobody just really talked about it.
My roommate came in to tell me, because he knows I watch wrestling, but I wasn't watching Raw last night because I got my friend's book in the mail, so I was reading that. And he was just like, yeah, he came out and was like, yeah, my name is Joe, and I've been dealing with leukemia for this amount of time in my life, and it's back, and I have to relinquish this title and go away for a while. And this isn't a retirement, but I have to deal with this.
Yeah. It's sad. And like I said, you don't even have to be a fan of wrestling to, like, just know that sucks, because anybody, any kind of business, any kind, and no, it's not like a technical sport, but they're some of the most athletic people in the world are professional wrestlers. So you can compare it to sports.
To not fucking kill each other.
Yeah. They get injured way more than most sports.
Exactly.
Like shit.
Exactly. And it's a hell of a business. And I always tell people, if you want to read how to psychology, if you want to learn how to work an audience in any way, watch professional wrestlers. They're the best at working an audience. Especially old school wrestlers like Jake the Snake Roberts, stuff like that. I mean, I watched the thing about Jake the Snake once. He said, once you step behind the curtains, everything you do is part of the game. Like when you toss your hair, the way you talk, everything. So they really know how to work psychology on people. And I actually kind of watch those guys to learn how to work an audience.
Yeah. I actually heard, someone told me about a wrestler from a while ago that was apparently just called Blue Pants. Have you heard of him?
Oh yeah.
I've heard of the Blue Meanie. I've never heard of Blue Pants.
She was an indie wrestler.
He said that the theme song or whatever, like when she was coming in, it was just a guy going like da 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 Blue Pants or some shit like that.
Yeah, she was on NXT. She was an indie wrestler. She was an indie wrestler that used to do cosplay wrestling. I don't remember what her fucking name was, but she came out in the Kitty Pryde gear, and it happened to be all blue, and they just called her Blue Pants forever.
That's a name that you can't get away from. It's kind of like a name that sticks.
Blue Pants after that. They actually made a shirt for her, which I'm like, that's okay. You got a shirt from the WWE, you're good.
One of the funniest wrestlers out there is an independent guy. His name, he goes by Joey Ryan, and his move is his dick.
Yeah, he dick suplexes people. It's great.
Yeah, he can suplex you with his dick.
I think it's
okay. That sounds good.
Well,
he's over in Japan or something like that. He's not Japanese.
No, he's a white guy, but what it is, the wrestler will grab his dick, and the dick is so powerful he can't let go. The dick, holds on to him, and then he tosses him with his dick.
Oh, you
It's
gotta be real
hilarious.
best friends with the wrestler because you got someone grabbing your junk and you're like, I don't know.
And the crazy thing is that they did that All In event a couple of like last month or whatever month, and Dustin Rhodes and all them did the show, but he was one of the guys at the show, and he came. You know how Undertaker always had these great entrants. Well, Joey Ryan came out, and on his shirt it said "Rest in Penis."
That's great.
And you know how the Undertaker used to have the Druids come out? He had guys dressed in condoms. It was fucking hilarious. It was very funny, very funny. So when's the last orgy you guys took part of?
Last night.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was like Sunday because it was the
She's got
last day for my theater troupe, performing our play. No, but actually, no, what really happened is that while I was performing, someone hit my car and ran and then abandoned their car about 30 feet away.
I seen that on Twitter. I seen you talking about that on Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's some fucking, I don't know, like I'm trying to picture what kind of people these people are. It was like a Ford Taurus and their wheels were bent that way in front. So they obviously weren't going anywhere, but there was nobody in there. So I was like shit out of luck until I got back. I heard back from the insurance company, and this fucking person's name is like fucking Otha, Otha. And I'm like, what? But then their last name is like a really general name. I'm like, what kind of people are these? Are you fucking? Are you old? Are you young? Are you just assholes? Like, I don't know. But they're gonna get fucked because I'm getting my car fixed over at the dealership.
And that blade you got right now, I just keep thinking of the worst circumcision ever.
Oh no!
He's making his
Don't
out
worry, I
turn
won't
into an
cut
idiot.
your dick. I might threaten you, but I won't cut you. I promise.
Unless you're Otha.
Unless you're Otha Brown. Otha Brown.
Oh my god.
What kind of
That's
name is
just-
Otha though? What nationality is
For
that?
real? I looked it up and it said it was like of German descent.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I
Otha.
was like,
Hiding
okay.
start.
I don't know. They could be foreign. They could just be like stupid, I guess. Because like I left a note with my phone number in the dashboard, so they had every single opportunity to try and contact me or leave me information or something, but they didn't. Oh, fucking dicks. Right after I got it out of the shop for having the fuel pump disconnected or whatever the fuck, like, god damn.
She sounds like me trying to explain. Oh, I got feedback from somebody. It's from Medusa. What the hell was
What
that?
now? What'd you say? You're getting feedback from?
Yeah, well, I'm hearing myself back from you.
Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah, my microphone is like right next to my speakers. Sorry, are you still hearing me?
That's sexy.
Thank you. Someone said, that's not you on screen, is it, Modern Medusa? What do you mean? What do you mean it's not me? Of course it's me! Who do you think?
No, that's Fred. Fred in a wig.
So 3 police officers sacked 5 years after dragging a student suffering from paralysis, whatever that fucking word is. I don't know.
Paralysis?
Yes, I don't know why I couldn't say the word. Sorry. Thank you for fixing my stupidity. Julian Cole was involved in a scuffle outside of a nightclub in 2013, leading to his paralysis, and 3 police officers lied about his condition when arresting him. So they got sacked, fired.
Damn, it took 3 years?
Apparently so.
Jesus.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know about this shit. I don't even know if it was real. I don't think black people are real.
What?
It's just people that get up and just put paint on every morning.
Bunch of crisis actors, man. Yeah, that was obviously a joke. I mean, I know that black people are real.
Obviously.
I'm not joking.
Oh well.
It's
I'm
bad
Native
though.
American.
It's bad that you have to say shit like that. I'm only joking. It's bad that you have to like make sure that people know that you're only kidding. But in today's world, you get all kind of trouble, man.
Man, people rode my ass for the Barcroft documentary they did about the lovely ladies, because they included the part where they included a comment within the description of one of the videos that I said feminism is cancer, which was a joke, literally a reference to Milo saying feminism is cancer, and they like plastered it like as one of like my views or something, I guess. Like not that they talked about it, but they just like highlighted it, obviously. And then a bunch of people were like, oh yeah, that this person thinks feminism is cancer, but then she's not like totally against it. What are her views? And I'm like, God damn it. It's a joke.
Yeah, exactly. You can't joke. You can't. And that's another thing. You can't be like against certain parts of feminism and be for, because that would mean that you had an opinion of your own. And, you know, that would mean you're a centrist. And no, we talked about this yesterday. Centrist is a bad word. Because you can't.
Yeah, I don't really know what that means, honestly.
What, you don't know what it means? It basically means that.
I've heard. Yeah. Like, it just
is
sounds
that you're
like
not right or left. You're not right or left. You pretty much go.
Isn't that libertarian?
Not really.
I don't see. Yeah, I don't get the difference.
Maybe I'm too blonde right now.
The difference is libertarian usually goes by this a certain line of rules. When a centrist basically goes by whatever their own convictions. And they're not, going by leftist, rightist, libertarianism. They're going by whatever they feel. Like I go by whatever the fuck I feel. Like I have some conservative.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and that's the way most of the people that I know and associate with are like that. But in today's world, you'd have to be right or left or white or black, or you can't be. Okay, this is how I feel. You can't be that way these days.
Yeah.
I got in an argument with somebody under one of Armor Skeptics videos about him being centrist that leans maybe a little bit more right than he does left. And you're like, no, you can be left or right. I'm like, no, you can be centrist. You don't have to,
yeah, no.
Yeah.
You should be able to whatever the fuck you want to be. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
These towing party lines is such a retard way of being. Like me, dude, I'm so like across the board different because I have my I would say I probably lean toward more liberal ways. I probably do. But then there's times where people can accuse me of being a fucking hardcore conservative, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm really passionate. Like, I have like American pride or whatever, like I like fucking like wearing and like supporting troops and stuff, wearing the American flag, even though you're not supposed to wear the American flag, but I still think of it as like an honorable thing, like showing pride. But I don't know, it's like I have views that are on the left, I have views that are on the right. I like, but then like I feel like what makes me like not necessarily judge a person, but like judge their character, like as you're getting to know them or whatever. I feel like I judge based on the way they say things more than their views. So like if they present a view as like, oh yeah, I am pro-life or whatever, and I think that this should happen and blah blah blah. But then if they're like, like something like this girl showed that stupid fucking ukulele video of that chick singing about not being able to walk at night and shit, and she was like, oh yeah, isn't this so true? And then she was like showing it to these boys, and she was like, oh, it's okay, you can laugh, I know you're nice boys. And it's like, oh, you know they're not gonna rape someone? Like, okay. Like just the like hearing stuff like that makes me like like, and I don't even know if they're like liberal, conservative, whatever. They can call themselves whatever they want, but if you say something that's like, I don't know, like just really like racist or sexist or like fucking like off, you know, I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna talk to you about anything political.
Yeah, that's the way I am. I mean, if you're not an idiot about anything, I mean, and I think there's something to be said for anybody who stands up for their convictions. And, you know, I was like, I mean, there's people who I totally disagree with, but I respect that the fact that, you know, they stand solid in their own convictions. And that's the way I am. I mean, I'm about what I think is right and wrong, what I believe is good and bad. And, I don't expect you to feel the same way, but I expect you to respect it. And yeah, that's all. I think that's all we can expect from people. We don't have to be, you know, you can't expect people to accept you, because acceptance isn't needed. I think respect is a thing that we should give each other. But I'm not going to accept you just because you want me to. Fuck you. You know.
Yeah. The one thing I hate that I see in right now, and I live in a red state, so everything is like, you know, all Republican. I'm seeing now, like, I can somewhat understand it, but I hate seeing that we had to vote all Democrat and we had to vote all Republicans to get all these guys out. I hate seeing that right now because it's like you're not voting for what the person stands for. You're just voting just to get this one party out. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Vote for what you like for their core values. Don't vote, oh, okay, since he's a Republican, I got to vote Democrat to get him out. Because I just seen, like, literally just this morning, like a really big ass flashy sign that said, get these Democrats out, and had like Bernie and a couple other people vote Republican. It was all red. I'm like, no, that's not what we're supposed to do. Like,
no, it's not. But we should be able to vote on what we agree with and disagree with. But we're not like that. I mean, because, well, face it, we're naturally tribal. Everybody's tribal, and we all like want to float to one side or the other. But I think if you vote on your own convictions, then in the end, I think you'll respect yourself a little bit more. And
it seems to me like the current climate is people are more against things than they are for things.
Exactly. Oh, well said. Everybody wants to be like against something. I agree. Everybody wants to be like rah rah. Instead, and you got all these people want like, okay, yelling for change. We need change. We need to. Well, first off, if you want change, you got to be a part of the change. And I don't think half these people that are up here yelling on the internet want change, because if they did get change, they wouldn't be able to yell on the internet. It's that simple. You're not wanting change. You wanting drama.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I don't understand about like so many like people who just like make up problems, you know, like every day, like you see people just like complaining about stuff that really does not matter, and it's like, don't you got something better to do?
Can we all just get along?
Yeah, Rodney King.
Like people who like, get off on just being perpetually outraged. It's kind of
and I do agree that we make up too many problems. When that's like, you know, there's actual rape victims. So creating certain types of rape that doesn't exist is stupid. You know,
right?
There's people who get raped. You don't have to, you know, accusing me of thought rape is kind of stupid.
Fart rape.
Yeah, fart rape, the dumbest thing ever in history.
Shit.
I'll never be able to get over fart rape.
I know that shit.
The chick, one of the dumbest ones was that chick a couple years ago came out with that thing, "My family raped me," and it was simply because her brother.
Indian chick.
Yeah, it was simply because her brother said a girl had a nice ass.
Yeah.
Her brother said a girl had a nice ass, so he raped her.
Like, okay, like
What?
there's
Or should I be
different.
raping bitches all the time? Then?
That's just like fucked up though. Like there are different degrees of sexual assault. Like you can be coerced into sex. You can be forced but not actually say no, so they didn't know that you didn't want to have sex. Which happened to me. And you could also be literally like forced, you know, by someone you know, or you could just be abducted and forced to, you know, do whatever. Like there's so many different like things, and it's like you can't just put it all into one category, especially sexual assault, because sexual assault is not rape.
Agreed.
It's not the same thing, yeah.
But here's the thing: me thinking about fucking you is not rape.
Exactly. I want people to think about fucking me.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it right now. I mean, you know,
everybody
all three of you. I have fucked all three of you already this morning.
I want people to accuse me of rape on Twitter, please. Accuse me of rape. See how many people I can get to accuse me of rape, and see.
The thing is, and it's like, and another thing is, a guy flirting with you, or trying to get you into bed is not sexual assault.
No, it's not. Because girls have to do the same thing. Like, how are you going to get a date? How are you going to make friends or anything if you don't talk to someone? Like,
exactly.
I flirt with my friends. I flirt with everyone.
Flirting's fun.
This is my personality.
Now, I will say this, guys, especially a lot of people on the line, I've noticed this. Just because they flirt with you does not mean they want to fuck you.
Exactly.
Yeah. True. Exactly.
Dick pics.
Yeah.
Except me. Everybody wants to fuck me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, dude, it's I've seen. See, because I get a lot of pretty girls that come in here and come on the show and I get a lot of the girls messaging me say, "Hey, can you tell this dude to stop sending me messages?" And I'm like, and that's what, and I try to tell these guys, look, don't ruin the fun. There's a lot of attractive women that come in here, but they come in here because they feel like it's a cool place to be. You're ruining it by showing your fucking dick pics. Nobody wants to see your little flatulent penis.
Honestly, personally, like I get girls that are like that. Personally, I like receiving dick pics, but it depends on if you're being annoying. Because
it's very annoying.
Don't be gross.
If you send me a message, I will happily, chat with you. Like I love talking to people online and making connections and just talking to people that I might that might lift my spirits, whatever. But like if you send me multiple messages asking me like if I'm okay, if I'm mad at you, if I'm fucking like am I busy? Like, yeah, obviously I'm busy. You need to chill.
Like, fucker, I got a life.
I've had people do that shit, and the worst, the thing that pisses me off the most that will like make me never talk to you again is just sending a bunch of question marks. I hate that shit. God. Like because it makes me think of like what you could possibly be saying behind those question marks since there's no words. It's like, are you like fucking like, oh well, why the fuck aren't you talking to me? Are you what the fuck are you doing? And it's like, I have a life. Okay.
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out.
I got shit to do.
Yeah.
These people constantly messaging you asking like, are you mad at me? What the fuck?
I'm about to be.
It's so stupid. I'm literally like, yeah, I'm a little mad because you keep messaging me without letting me even respond to the first fucking message.
I had this, and that only happens to chicks because I had this. There was this one girl who used to come in my chat room all the time, and I would joke flirt with her, right? And look, I'm not, I don't judge people by this, but the girl looked like she'd been beat to death with a stick of ugly. So, I mean, she was, it was pretty bad. She looked like the ass end of a fucking warthog or something. I don't know. It was bad. It was awful. But, I'd flirt with her, and then she seen me flirt with another girl. This chick started sending me messages like, how dare you do this to me publicly? And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, what?
Bitch, you talk about?
Why are you tripping? Why are you tripping like that? But yeah, it's people are weird.
Why are
Yeah,
you cheating
right.
on
Like,
your
I don't
pimp?
understand like unnecessary drama.
Yeah.
Frank, I told you to quit sending me those messages.
You said you wanted my dick pic. Damn it.
I like dick pics.
I want it.
You want? Oh, that's the thing. I don't send dick pics because I'm embarrassed. And yeah, I don't.
We already
I
got
don't
enough people like trying to get you to send pictures of your nuts. So
Yeah. But there is actually a picture floating around on the internet of my dick, but nobody knows it's my dick. So
There's a live stream on YouTube where I have a nip slip, but nobody knows about it.
oh shit.
Pimp's like, hold on, I gotta be right back. It's like,
It's
Now
not
I'm
a full
gonna-
slip.
Now
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
entirely
investigate.
forget Nick.
Now I'm gonna investigate every live thing you've ever done. Just wait for it. But I've got nips. See, here's a nip right here.
oh shit.
I got tiny little nips.
demonetized.
Yeah, I got the littlest nipples for a man in the history of man nipples.
Unless you have like giant fucking saucer nipples.
Yeah, dude, a lot of guys do that. I don't. I have little bitty.
It looks weird on a dude because it's like this big
Yeah, my fiance has
circle.
tiny nipples.
And
Yeah, most guys look like they got a tic tac on a bologna slice, but it's yeah.
I
not
think
me.
I honestly think it's even weirder when girls have really tiny nipples, like when they're way too
That's
small
kinda
for the rest
strange,
of
yeah.
their tits.
The only tit that I don't care for is the ones that look like a cone.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like the whole tit looks like a pink areola. Just-
Yeah. I've been with a couple girls who like it's like little tiny nipple and then like giant fucking like just slightly different colored skin than the rest of her tit. Like it didn't even look like it was a nipple. It was
Are the,
Shades different.
the inverted nipples are weird too.
yeah, they don't bother me as much. Like I can at least like try. I don't know. Like it's weird. I'm like picky about titties, but I'm not. It depends.
Titties are awesome.
I'm more picky with vaginas. That's for sure.
Mm. Yeah, I like them with flaps.
God, gross.
The ones that you go and it goes back at you. It's pretty cool.
Did it just speak to me? What?
Yeah.
Oh god, no.
Bitch get naked in front of a fan, she starts to float away.
No!
oh Jesus!
That's the first time I've ever said that. That's a funny joke right there. I like that one.
No, I mean I like girls who shave personally.
Oh, absolutely. I do like no hairy chicks.
Yeah, I mean like that's what I do, so I just I don't
Yeah.
not like I expect them to do the same thing, but I that's what the standard would be if I were with another chick.
Yeah, I want my vaginas to look prepubescent.
Oh, what?
What? What? I didn't say that.
So why is somebody sending me messages with vag pics? I don't know.
Somebody call
Oh.
it. Somebody call the FBI.
Yeah.
Someone send me vag pics.
Pimps divulging too much.
But
Actually,
there
no,
is a trend. The hairy pussy's coming back for some reason.
I don't
Why?
like it.
I don't like it either, but it is making
No,
a comeback.
no. Like the worst part is when
Gross,
like the fucking like accounts on Twitter that have like it's not normal like how hairy these women are. Like it's not just like, you know, the normal thing. It's like all up in their legs, like up
Oh,
in
they
their
got that '70s bush going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Steve
It's
Shy's
weird.
nutsack.
Like you can't even
That's
see the
shit.
vagina like with how much hair there is. Oh, it's like fucking a teddy bear.
Yeah,
There was one chick that I saw that was circulating a picture around, like, oh, look how fucking like fabulous I am and stuff like that. And she looked like she had like a beard growing down there. It was just hanging down.
Oh, dude, that's.
And I'm like,
Like
there's
a-
nothing fabulous about this. First of all, your
Like
face
a-
looks like you got jacked up on
like a
meth.
ZZ Top concert down there.
What's with the goat between your legs?
Dude, this one chick that I work with, she said that she feels like her pubes are a barrier between her and the world, or something like that. I was like, that's weird.
That is strange.
But okay. Oh,
That
like
is
I don't know.
strange.
Some chicks are just so paranoid about sex in general. It's fucking weird. I knew this one chick who would shave, except she wouldn't shave like her labia. She would only shave this.
Oh
So
my
all
God.
down here was covered in hair, like this long. And I was like, that's not how you're supposed to do it. No.
I'm not going
Like,
to
I
mention
know-
anything about the little
You
gap.
might be afraid of nicking it.
I'm not going to mention the gap.
Fuck, I go deep in on that shit. I don't even give a fuck.
The gap of love.
Mhm.
I am literally jizzing over here right now.
Oh. And so I'm gonna check out the chat really quick.
Fuck the chat, man. They're
If I
retarded.
had your Twitter, I would send
Isn't
you
that just what
pictures.
happens? Every single time you get on and get me on here with another chick, we start talking about just all kinds of like lady related things. Like last time you had the after show, like I think me and Luna started talking about menstrual cups.
Those things
I
are
know.
fucking disgusting. I'm sorry.
They're
Like,
gross. They're
no.
gross.
They are gross.
Oh.
I actually know someone.
And they
who
look like the
uses
head of a
them.
dick. If you ever look at them, like they look like the head of a penis. They look like a badly shaped head
That's
of
a
a dildo.
cup
I don't
of
understand
blood.
how you can comfortably walk around with something like that in your vagina.
Mm.
It's
That's
weird,
like-
man.
I'm too small for
Any of
that
you
shit. I
like
feel like
walking
I'd feel that
around
all
with a
day.
Yeah, I don't see.
How you pulling out without spilling everywhere?
It's
Great.
gross.
It's gross.
It's gross. I mean, look, I know, I know a lot of times when guys talk about periods being gross, women get all pissy and like, oh my god, it's natural.
gross.
Get over it. It's fucking
No, they're
gross, dude.
It's gross.
Blood and bodily fluids. It's unhygienic.
I don't want to think about periods right now.
I mean, if I pulled out a cup of ball sweat, you women would say, "Oh, gross." So
Pull out a what? A condom?
Exactly.
a cup of ball sweat.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, get
Ball
that swamp, get a swamp sack going on. Swamps. Potato, you a swamp sack is a thing.
Swamp sack that
You
meets
get that
with
swamp
ass
sack
is
going
horrible.
on. You get that swamp sack going on with the friction, and then it starts like turning into like glue almost.
And cheese.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah, cheese. What the fuck,
Okay, that.
I don't
You
know
need
what
to
it
see a
is,
doctor.
but
Frank? If your balls are growing cheese, then that son. You got
Someone
some
said
medical
me-
problems.
happy. I am happy because I'm actually talking to people instead of being alone.
And she has beer.
Yeah, she's been.
What now?
And yeah, it is called duck
It's
butter, by
handy.
the way. Stan's right. The duck butter is a thing. It's nasty. But if somebody doesn't wash their nuts long enough, it does get this buttery substance down there. And it's called duck butter. It's really disgusting.
I didn't know it had a name.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you
called
know-
duck butter.
You know about vagina boogers, though.
Yeah, no.
There you go. You learned something new. Vagina boogers exist.
What the fuck is a vagina booger?
Oh,
Don't want to
Lord.
know.
Oh, well, it depends.
Oh God, that makes it worse.
Like, if someone's not on their period, like, there's just sometimes like excess mucus can come out because the vagina produces mucus,
Yeah.
and it can be very, very sticky, like a booger. So it's like a vagina booger. But then if you're on your period, it's much nastier, which is again
Yeah.
why I am very glad I am not on that I don't get periods anymore.
For some reason, you're ruining vaginas for me right now.
That's why I angled the camera down so y'all can see the cat sitting in my lap. Like, here's some nice brain bleach for you.
Beautiful
Kitty.
pussy.
Dude, I was all excited this morning thinking about the vagina. Then all of a sudden talking about vagina mucus. I'm like, oh,
Hey.
goodness.
You started it with
This
the
is-
duck butter, okay?
Yeah, the duck butter. Dude, let me tell you something. But if you go long enough to get duck butter, then you a nasty motherfucker.
Yes.
Well, yeah, like
telling you.
vagina boogers are just naturally occurring sometimes.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really happen to me anymore.
Duck
but-
butter happens. Duck butter happens because you don't wash your balls. So if you get duck butter, then you nasty motherfucker. And I don't want to be around you.
Wash your ball sack.
Wash them balls, fellas. Wash your balls.
Is the PSA brought to you from the Pimpmunk channel, guys?
Exactly. So we're heading into. Do what?
Has anybody donated yet?
Oh, I don't know. I
waiting.
don't think so. Let me go see. I haven't even checked.
She wants to shake the boobies, and
Yeah,
people
every
are
time-
giving her a reason to.
No, nobody's tipped. Nobody's tipped. Every time somebody tips, though, she will shake her breasts.
Shake,
Give him the tip.
shake them violently.
She's gonna shake her boobs violently at you.
Violently.
But it has to be a $10 or above tip.
Mm-hmm.
We're
you go,
not cheap
man.
around here.
Capital
We're not
George.
cheap. I don't use these women cheaply.
It's okay.
And
I enjoy it.
Pimp is now gay. No, you can have all the vagina boogers in the world. I'm still gonna like the vagina. It's not vagina. It's not gonna
Right.
You wouldn't be able to tell the difference anyways.
I'm homophobic because I don't like penis.
How dare you?
Yeah. According to modern intersectionality, yeah, you're completely homophobic because you're not into dick.
Yeah.
Because you're not into dick.
That's what a lot of these people say. Like Riley J. Dennis says, if a straight guy
Oh,
doesn't
don't listen
date
to anything Riley says.
if
She's
you don't,
crazy.
yeah, I know. But if you don't date, if a straight guy doesn't date a transgender, it's because he's transphobic. Not because he doesn't like
Okay,
cock.
I wouldn't fuck Riley because he's ugly. Like I don't find him attractive at all, but like I would fuck a really attractive tranny. Absolutely.
I've met plenty of really good-looking transgendered individuals.
Yeah.
Like they still have the penis going into me. Like I see that as the best of both worlds. Like shit.
Me
Like, I don't
too.
have to go to the store and get like a strap on and all that shit. You already got it covered. So let's go.
But you're chicks though. You're chicks who like dick. As a straight guy who does not like penis, it's a different story.
Yeah, no, I understand. if you
Different
don't
strokes for
like
different folks.
wieners.
But and everybody always wants to bring up these very attractive transgender girls, and I'm like, yeah, they're beautiful until you get to the dick part.
Okay, so what if you don't take their pants off? What if they blow you? Would you be fine with that?
No, because I know the dick's there.
Oh, okay.
The dick's in the back of your mind. What if you didn't know, though?
Oh, if I didn't know, it wouldn't matter.
You find out
You don't know,
later.
you just don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, you can't. I'm just because we all know. Sexual attraction is a mental thing anyway. So knowing that there's a dick there would highly turn me off.
Well, that's what I say to people who get on about like, oh, you're homophobic, you're transphobic if you're not into this. I'm like, what happened to sexuality being a born this way thing? Does that only apply to gay people now?
No, it's
Right? Yeah. Like, what about lesbians?
Right?
It doesn't.
I feel like
Let's
that-
face the fact. It
not
doesn't.
every people-
It applies
they
to
have-
everyone except straight white guys. If you're a
just
straight
homophobic,
white guy,
that's
then you're not
public.
just born that way. You're just a sexist
You're a
racist.
bigot.
Yeah.
You're an asshole.
Which in its own is so weird that they don't realize that they're being bigots by saying that shit.
Well,
It's so-
there's a difference between like, being sexually attracted to someone and being comfortable with your sexuality enough to like have like brotherly love and joke about stuff and shit like that. Because like if someone's not comfortable with that, then it's like, I don't know. Like I feel like feminism has made people less comfortable with talking about being just guys being friends, like close friends. Like I was reading
Dude,
something about that the other day.
I snuggled with a tranny. I did. My buddy Alexis, who comes in here all the time, I met her in Charlotte, North Carolina, a couple years ago for the first time, and we laid in the same bed, and I hugged on her. I didn't care, but she knew I wasn't gonna fucking blow her.
Right.
There's a difference. You can be totally comfortable with who you are, and but. I'm just not attracted to penis.
Which is okay. It's okay.
Someone in the chat someone said it looked like I was rubbing my clit. That's because I tend to shake my legs and put my arms in between my legs, so I apologize. I'm not masturbating.
I did.
If I was, you would know. I'd make really stupid faces.
I got a $10 tip, by the way.
Yay!
Let me present that where they can see it good.
Do it again. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah! Give me more!
God damn it, I love that. Oh, okay. Don't give them too much. Don't give them too much now. They got the $10 worth. There you go. That's awesome. We need more $10 tips.
More!
Frank
was
said
it
he'll
just
shake
a
his
tip,
balls.
or was there a comment with it?
That's what I'm looking for. I guess it's just a tip.
Just a tip.
Just a tip.
Yay!
They actually.
I'm gonna be doing.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna be doing a new stream with my nice camera very soon. I just don't know what day to do it yet.
Cameras are awesome.
And I can actually see a wide range of my room. Like before, it was like a tiny little area.
So apparently, okay, there we go. I got a $15 tip's what I got. So, yeah, it was. I think it was from some person.
Somebody.
Bird flu, I do believe, probably. It's not showing who it's from for some reason.
Was it through Streamlabs?
No, I went over Streamlabs. It's not on Streamlabs. Sometimes PayPal's weird. It takes a minute for it to
fan of PayPal right now.
I am. It's on the way. Oh, did you hear about this bullshit YouTube's doing now? Taking your
fuck that shit.
Yeah. If somebody leaves you a super chat and they find it to be offensive, they take the money and donate it to charity instead of giving it to the content creator.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, that's the thing. That's what they're doing now.
What charity?
Any charity of their choice, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you do have the ability when you do the Streamlabs stuff, or not the Streamlabs stuff, the Super Chat stuff, that when you stream, you can select all of the Super Chats to go to a charity of your choice. Yeah. So it's already built in for them to be able to do that.
Yeah, but it should be able to go to you, though, if that's what it's for.
That's stealing!
But now it's just that...
Don't give my money to good people. They don't like gay people.
That's one of the reasons I never use Super Chat anyway, because I don't want to give YouTube 30% of my money. Because I wouldn't mind giving them 30% of the money if they took care of the creator. They do not give a fuck about the creator.
No,
so we shouldn't give a fuck about them.
They don't care about you unless your last name is Paul.
Yeah, exactly. And now they're doing that. And another thing is, so let's say I'm doing a chat and Frank gives me a $20 super chat and he says something offensive. Why punish the content creator? Makes no fucking sense. Why take it? I mean,
I think it's punishing both parties. Like, if he he intended for it to go to you, it should go back to him. Or
it sounds like
to you. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, like, I don't know if you've heard about the shit that's been going on with me and Patreon recently, but like, I was so fucking pissed. Like, they just screwed over me and all of my patrons because they took so long just to reply to me through email and shit, and it was
that really confused me because like I had my shit go on. They locked my ability to release my funds because I had what adult content for the $100 patrons, and didn't mark my page as 18 plus or something like that, even though it's only marked for the $100 patrons. So I emailed them and it was cleared up within like a week.
Dude, so, that's what happened the first time that I was suspended. That's what was so confusing. Like the first time I was suspended, I emailed them. They're like, okay, this is what you have to do. I did it, and then it was over with. The reason they suspended me this time was for something I posted before the first time they suspended me.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
How does that make any sense? And it was a clothed picture.
That's some YouTube shit right there.
I'm patron only. I have the 18 plus thing or whatever. They told me anything that's sexual, just make sure it's patron only. And then and it had half of like a sex toy in it. And I was completely clothed, and they wouldn't reply to me until October to tell me that I was they suspended it in like the middle of September, and then it took till October just to tell me that was the problem. And then I fixed it, and they said, oh, okay. Well, no, it took another week for them to respond to me after like sending 30 plus emails and tweets to the fucking creator. But then they were like, oh, now you're unsuspended. But I wasn't.
By the way, that message did come through. It says, pop that pussy, pop that pussy, baby.
Wait, what message?
Thank you, Bird Flu. It was from Bird Flu, by the way. So thank you, Bird Flu.
Oh, someone else donated?
No, that was the one earlier.
Oh.
It finally came through. It was only that one $15 tip. So we're halfway to the stream go anyway. It was $30 stream.
But yeah, so I'm not going to be using Patreon anymore because they fucked me over, and they're not giving me any of the money for my September pledges because they took so long.
I still use Patreon because it's the best right now. It's it's really the only option I have, so I have to use it. But however,
other shit, they have none of it.
Patreon's done some shady shit lately. Like when they moved their bank.
Oh my god! Nobody can get their fucking shit for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's still messing up. It's still having issues. They'll give you they send me a message now every so often say, make sure you tell your Patreons to check their bank account and see if it got denied or what. And we shouldn't have to do that, but yeah.
No.
Right, I was worried. I was worried that my patrons were being charged and then they were just taking their money. I was like, what the fuck is happening? You know, like.
Well, damn.
Okay.
I farted when I did that too. That was pretty cool.
Coming out from all ends, shit.
Yeah, and anyways, what it was, they moved banks from to a United Kingdom bank, and then it fucked everything up.
Something like that. Yeah, like everybody, like nobody's cards were going through, and some of them got charged back so bad that like it was.
I ended up losing like $100.
Use a different card.
I ended up losing like $100 because of it.
Yeah, we lost a while because of that shit.
It took me a while to collect everything, but it ended up losing like 100. So it's fucked up. But it's still right now they're the best option. But at least the only thing I will give credit for to Patreon is that every time I've contacted them and had an issue, they have gotten back to me.
Lucky you.
Yeah,
no, fuck them. Like
YouTube won't even talk to you.
They might be watching me on Twitter or something because every time I email them, I'm about to be like, oh, I'm about to crawl up somebody's ass, and then they respond to me 2 days later.
I am a bitch when it comes to customer service. I'm like, I'm about to delete my account. Are you going to fucking unsuspend me or not? And they still haven't. They still haven't unsuspended me. So I'm fucking deleting that shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Hashtag Modern Medusa.
That's fucked up. And now everybody's getting into this like SJW thing. Even Patreon is starting to kick people off their site because they're offensive. That shouldn't matter. It should. I don't give a fuck if the person's up there spewing the stupid shit. They have a right to, and they have a right to make money.
Fucking SJWs have the right to fucking say like offensive shit. So why can't we? Like, fuck.
Somebody has to get any more tips. A Gage is such a horny fucker. He's wanting to shake your titties.
Laying on my arm. I need my arm.
No, I've got no more tips, Gage. Gage is just sitting there waiting for the titties to be shaking.
Tip! Bitches! I'll cut you.
We need more. Cut him. Cut him.
Fuck you up.
People use Patreon like just for porn. I don't know nothing about that.
Nobody. Okay. Whoever is allowed to put porn on Patreon must be like the fucking Pope or something, because I wasn't even allowed to have half of a sex toy in a clothed picture of me on fucking Patreon. Like,
well, I know those are the woman that we used. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say I know there was a woman we used to cover on the show a lot called Rain Florence, and she did softcore porn on Patreon. Yeah. So I don't know how she had a channel with like her being full naked, and it still didn't get deleted until recently. And I don't know how she just continued on Patreon. I don't know.
Somebody just bought a pocket knife on my Amazon wish list. Appreciate it. I like that. Thank you. A Winchester pocket knife.
Yeah. You can buy me sexy outfits on my Amazon wish list.
I've got this Asian wall screen thing that I want. I'm gonna put it behind me, and it's gonna look cool. But it's $150, man.
Whoa! What?
Yeah. Somebody said dicks are beautiful.
No,
yes, they are.
All right.
I don't think so.
They can be.
Well, okay. Some dicks are more beautiful than others, but I think everybody should be proud of their penis.
My dick is cute. It looks like a little mushroom.
I love cute.
My dick is cute. Pimpmunk 28.
Yeah. It looks like a half-eaten gummy worm.
Dicks are adorable.
Oh, okay. Gage said he couldn't do PayPal, so he got me a knife. Okay, thank you, buddy. I think he's one. There she goes. She's shaking them for you.
Buy me something. Oh.
But yeah, I can't buy groceries with a pocket knife though.
True.
Just wait outside.
I appreciate the gift very much. Yeah, I can stab somebody.
Just wait outside. I was like, give me groceries.
Go stab the meth heads.
I actually do need that pocket knife though, because I used to be one to carry a knife at all time, and I think a dude should carry a knife at all. They're not for like cutting people, because you always need a fucking knife.
I always carry a knife.
I got one on my bedside table.
I have a taser.
Well, it ain't even about protection. It's about I always need a knife for some reason. I always have to cut something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, the utility behind it too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always getting splinters in my hand, so I need a knife so I can dig out the splinters and shit. So when I'm changing out woods.
Yeah. He's got his hands on a lot of wood.
A lot of wood.
Yeah, so.
Giggity.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm ninjaing it up over here. No, I need that other that katana outfit. The other chick from Suicide Squad.
She wants to be Mika.
Actually, no. You know what I'm gonna do for Halloween? Have you guys seen my Halloween outfit yet? It's gonna be
oh yeah, okay.
This right here, Kill Bill-esque dress.
I'm doing a Halloween show, by the way. If anybody, it's costumes.
Yeah. Like on Halloween?
Yeah, on Halloween day.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing it, and we're also gonna be giving away some candy and stuff. So, like off Amazon.
I want candy.
Yeah.
I got this mask that I can move the mouth.
I can't go what I was originally gonna go. I was originally gonna go as Little Bo Peep. Yeah, I'm a weird fucker, but I couldn't get the costume, so I'm gonna have to figure out something.
I also got this sexy ass motherfucking dress from Amazon, because it's for Magog's show. The new the Maidens of Morscar thing or whatever he's gonna be doing,
Yeah. I still gotta fucking dig out that outfit for that.
or Vampire Queen, whatever.
I wasn't
Yeah.
invited to that.
I think the prerequisite is
It
having
was
a
for my
vagina.
men's calendar, you jerk.
That's right. I am gonna do the men's calendar. I'm gonna put a chicken leg in my mouth
Yes.
instead
Make
of
it
a
a turkey
flower.
leg. It could be November.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, November would be a good month because that's my birthday month. But that's
What?
like most people's birthday is November because, there's more birthdays in November than is any month of the year because it's 9 months from Valentine's Day. So,
Mine's in June.
do what?
Mine's in June.
January
Mine's November
26th.
20th. And every year for the last 4 or 5 years, I've done this thing called the 28 Days of Pimpmunk. It's where people buy me gifts for 28 days.
Aww.
It's been awesome too. I've got a lot of good gifts, man. I've got computers, fucking stoves, and couches, and desks, and chairs.
What?
Yeah.
You lucky bitch! Why won't my titties get me anything now?
People love me, man.
Oh.
So, anyways, we got about 30 more minutes, and then we're gonna end the show. And I know that people are gonna be mad at me, but I can't do it. Starting next week, every day will be the post show. It's been real hectic in my life right now, health reasons and stuff. Like really, a lot of shit going on. But the post show will start continuing next week. Also, hopefully next week I'll be doing more of the OBS thing, and eventually I'm moving over to Twitch and stuff because fuck YouTube. Yep.
Fuck you too.
I wish there was a site out there that you could stream on and just do your own fucking deal, but
Chatterbait.
What?
I thought about that.
I tried that. Didn't work.
I was watching the other night. They had this people that were doing a show on Chatterbait. It was pretty cool actually. They had things set up with that. They were using the OBS and everything. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
Pretty cool, man.
Yo, I got an idea. I think after this stream ends, I might go on Omegle and stream it.
There you go. Get butt naked.
Oh yeah.
Is it
They used to
still a
have
thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Actually, no. I don't know if I could stream it because dicks.
That's true. You hit a button and all it's just a dick.
Yeah.
I used to have a real shit webcam, and me and my ex-boyfriend used to go on to Omegle, and he'd get up in front of the camera because he had like real long hair, and we'd just unfocus the webcam because it had like a turn focus on the lens itself. And he'd unfocus it, so all he saw was the long hair, and he'd start talking to him for a little bit, and then fix the camera, and like they get so pissed.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
Hell
pretty
yeah.
funny. Back in the day, Yahoo, you used to have chat rooms, and I was on there, and I messed with these fucking pedophiles, and I act like I was like an 11-year-old girl, and then I would turn on my webcam, and there'd be my big burly ass sitting there, and I'd be like, fucking pervert. And they get man, it was crazy. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But dude, there was some that conversation I had with that one dude. He thought I was an 11-year-old little girl, and the things he was saying to a fucking child. Oh, I got so mad. So I got so mad. And then I turned my camera on. He accused me of being a pervert.
All right.
Wait a minute. Weren't you just saying these like really horrible things? Yeah, but you're the perv.
Yeah, I'm the pervert. It's
Wow.
funny how it's like getting rejected by a chick and calling her a whore because she rejected you.
Fucking A, right? That incel
whore.
shit. Fucking A.
Fucking A, man. Every time I hear fucking A, I think of Up in Smoke.
Fucking A.
The greatest comedic movie of all time. Well, not the greatest, but one of the best. I think the best the funniest movie ever made was The Jerk.
The what?
The Jerk.
The
You've never
Jerk.
seen the? Oh my God, you've never seen The Jerk.
Came out in 1979.
The
It's got Steve
the
Martin.
yes, it's starring Steve Martin. The Jerk is the greatest comedy. You got to watch it. Just make that a make that a point to watch that movie. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. You will laugh your ass off. There's certain comedy movies that if people ask me what do I have to watch, well, you have to watch The Jerk. You really need to watch shit. Now I went blank. Three Amigos.
Dude, Meet the Millers is one of the funniest movies I'd seen in a long time. That was actually filmed near where I live.
Okay. Blazing Saddles is another comedy you have to watch. Anything by Monty Python, you have to watch. Life of Brian is amazing.
You guys should watch Cannibal the Musical, because that's the musical that I was in. It's free on YouTube.
Yeah. Now. I've heard a lot about that show, Stan. That Barry. It's supposed to be really good.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm just that shirt was riding up, boy. That was close to porn. Let's see. Let's check see if we got any more tips. If we get any more titty shakes. I say there must be some really gay guys in the chat room.
Really broke gay guys.
Broke gay guys. And anyways, I just watched Life of Brian for the first time. Life of Brian is an excellent movie. I'll tell you what, guys, we're gonna probably end it a little early today. So go ahead and start asking your questions if you want to, and we'll get to them. And tip. Make sure you tip. For every tip, you'll save a starving Ethiopian child.
Don't lie to them like that. That's not nice.
Yes. Okay. I'm bi if that counts, pimp. Okay. I don't know why you said that, but okay. Barry was ruined the last episode of season here. Okay. So, anyways, if you have questions for anybody on the panel, please ask now or forever hold Frank's peace.
Just my peace.
My pain.
My penis.
Medusa,
Lipstick.
are you what? Monogamous?
Monogamous.
Are you monogamous?
No.
No. She has sex with me.
Yeah. I have sex with exclusively one person and you.
Yes. Monogamy is a thing, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a thing.
like,
I'm down with monogamy myself.
I mean, it depends, like, what you mean. Like, if you mean monogamous, like, I only have sex with one person, no. If you mean monogamous, like, I never, like, am attracted to other people, or, I'm never, like, lusting after other people, no. And I don't think that, I think that most people can, or agree that they find other people attractive than just the one person that they're with. But some people,
that's not monogamy though. Monogamy is just like being exclusive.
right? But I know, like some people, like with relationships, when they, some women,
yeah,
they think you can't talk to other chicks, you can't, or other dudes, you can't talk to, or you can't like think about them, you can't think about having sex with them, and it's like, why not? Because like
It's just human nature.
like monogamy, like there, I don't know, would you call it mental monogamy? I have no fucking idea, but like monogamy is stupid to me, because it's like, if you want to have sex with someone, I don't see like a problem with it, as long as your partner is like, yeah, that's cool, but you should just be like, straight up with your sexuality. And well, then again, like you can also like figure out your sexuality with someone else, so it's like, you know, I just think sexuality needs to be taken less seriously, but also not in the sense that you like this, like the SJWs take it, like, you know, like you don't need to take it to that point where you're like a fucking demi-gender tri-quad fucking pansexual whatever the fuck, like, you know, you can just have sex with whoever you want and, like, you know, just be you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I think labels are stupid.
I think like if you go into a relationship and you agree and you both agree to be monogamous and you agree to be with just each other and that's it, and then you break that, then you cheat, then you're an asshole. Now if you go
Yeah.
in, now me personally, I'm not one that would like to, you know, share my woman. So
Yeah, I know a lot of people who don't.
but that's just me, my own little thing. But however, I am not. I don't get into relationships either because I've only been in love once in my life and I got burnt and that ruined me for a long time. But so I'm not a relationship expert by any means.
Right,
I don't do well.
I just found someone who, like, I get along with and can understand, like, my wants and needs and stuff. So that's all you really need to do.
That's awesome. I think that's what we all look for, really, just somebody who gets us.
Right, yeah. But like some people like settle, you know.
Yeah,
like, they don't really like, they don't actually be themselves. They just be the person that they think the other person
that's true.
accepts. And it's like, you need to be your complete self or it's not going to be a good relationship. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like I know a guy, for an example, I know a guy who got married and then she found his collection of sex toys, which he liked getting fucked in the ass. And so she wanted to divorce him after that. And it's like, you know, you need to know like what other people's like fetishes and hangups are before you get into a relationship like that.
I got there was a question earlier for Frank. Frank, when's the next Geek Room?
Actually, tonight with Swekta.
Swekta, he's gay.
A little bit.
I like Swekta. He's all right. Yeah, so there you go. But anyways, I'm cool with whatever people want to do. I don't judge people's lifestyles. I just don't deal well with relationships. So yeah.
Me neither. I just like sex.
Sex is awesome. Sex is awesome, especially when you don't have to force the person to do it with you.
Right, exactly.
I think I can never be a rapist because I'm too lazy. And that's just a fact, dude. I couldn't rape anyone because I'm lazy as fuck. Ultimate kink shame. Now here's the deal. I hate when people say don't kink shame. If I find it weird, I'll shame it.
I mean, I don't like scat porn. That shit's nasty.
Right?
Yeah, scat porn's pretty fucking.
Scheiße.
Scheiße.
Oh, used to these private shows where we do some crazy shit on my private shows, but we watched this one girl bathe in a bathtub full of shit.
Oh no.
Oh.
She actually took a turd and used it for a dildo.
Oh no.
It's not sanitary.
No, it's not sanitary at all.
Nope. That is the opposite of sanitary.
That's just nasty.
That's just nasty.
Somebody said Cosby was lazy. I don't know. Dude. Come to find out, Cosby may be like the worst serial rapist of all time.
Maybe not. Who the fuck knows?
Cosby put in a lot of work, bro. I can't call him lazy. Gotta respect the man's dedication to his passion, his art.
Which is drugging and then having sex with women.
Which I said this a million times and people get a little irritated. I still laugh at some of Bill Cosby's shit. He doesn't, just because he was a rapist doesn't take away the fact he was funny.
right?
Yeah.
Louis C.K. is still funny. I don't care how many chicks he jerked off in front of.
Yeah, I'm still neutral
By the way,
on the
Louis C.K. was just a little. Louis C.K. was just a little kinky and a little weird. I do not think he's a fucking bad person.
Me neither. I mean, you know how many fucking people were doing quaaludes in the 70s? Fuck. Oh.
Yeah.
But you know, this whole thing about, you know, people saying that he's an awful person. He asked, could he jerk off in front of people?
They said yes.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with somebody, and they thought I was a little fucking strange for saying it. But I'm like, at what point, I get like you're trying to further your career or something like that, but at what point does your own self-respect get like pushed to the wayside where you say yes to this and then like 10, 20 years later say I wasn't all right with it? Either fucking leave and say no, because he wasn't holding a gun to nobody's head. He didn't drug no bitches. Like, nobody was in there being like threatened to be there. He was just awkward about it and said, hey, can I jerk off in front of you? And they said, fine.
Yeah, and if you didn't, and it's like, and Dave Chappelle, you really said some funny shit about this. He was like, the one comedy chick saying that, you know, Louis C.K. ruined her dream. He killed her dream. He's like, if that killed your dream that some dude wanted to jerk off on her, your dream wasn't that powerful. He said, think about this. He said, what if Martin Luther King he said, I had a dream. Oh, some dude jerked off me. I don't have the dream no more. It's fucked up. Funked up. So we got a few more minutes. Like I said, I'm going to end it a little early today. Thanks to Medusa. I have to go masturbate. That's just it. I mean,
same.
After seeing those short shorts, man.
He's got a great good morning wood.
Yeah.
I'm not
wet dream. You had a wet dream, Stan. So you had a wet dream. Had a wet dream. Anyway, we get any more tips? No, because people are fucking people.
Stop being people and tip.
Right? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Do you not want me to shake my titties?
Yeah, man. We just need $15 more to reach stream go. My
and
God.
We've got a cat. We've got boobs. Like, what else do you want from the internet, man?
Exactly.
Yeah, swords. Pussy and tits and swords and a bearded dude who throws axes.
Yeah.
Which is kind of turns me on. The fact that Frank throws axes turns me on, I'll be honest with you.
I have not seen this.
Dylan says take his wallet. Okay.
Take my wallet.
Lay down. Lay down.
Take my money.
Lay down.
Already saw you shake him, Medusa. Well, so? Shake him again.
Rude.
Once is enough? Are you that quick to nut?
Well, fine. That was like less than 10 seconds.
Touch it.
One booby bounce did it for him. That's just sad.
All right. I mean, I was just going to take off the whole shirt, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Ruin the whole vibe.
Oh, no, I probably won't do that because I hate them the best. Oh.
You gotta stay for that. That scene around the fire. I don't know what they're talking about.
No, me neither.
I have no idea. I hate jumping into a conversation when I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It seems weird. Well, I guess I'm done. I don't have anything else to say. Except Flubber Flob.
How dare you? That was offensive.
That was offensive to all Flubers. Because they don't flob. Topless is legal here. There you go.
Being topless is legal in almost every state.
Yeah, they just find like bullshit reasons to arrest you for it.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think North Carolina has like a topless day or something where people just walk around topless.
That's
Is
cool.
there?
I think
I would
so. I
not.
think it's in Nashville.
I ain't gonna try that in Connecticut. I know my ass get arrested.
I personally just don't want anyone to see my titties unless they pay for it. That's just me.
Why stop doing that shit for free?
Yeah, dude, make money off that shit. If you got it, make money off of it.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what Frank does with his blowjob skills.
Damn
Yeah.
straight. $10 a pop.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
it.
That's
I
pretty
mean, that's
cheap.
a discount.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cheap. 'Cause I've had him
Yeah.
suck my
Sometimes.
dick. He's really good at it. So
I got the best customer review here.
she said she wants a blowjob. Anyways, all right. Well, thank you guys for joining me. It was an awesome show as always. You guys are great. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We got Hellbent, and I don't know who. D's gonna be on, ad friendly as fuck, and somebody else, I'm sure. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Remember, keep the wood up, and we'll see you guys later.